Yeah, I know I'm technically cheating because this is more of an adventure film than an action film, but you know what? Screw it. I refuse to look at the two Dungeons and Dragons sequels because I've heard they're even worse than the first one, and the first one was an unbearable, god-awful mess that I couldn't even rate. So, we had to do something fun. And since this is a franchise that I know a lot of kids watch, or at least grew up with, we're doing the Pirates of the Caribbean series. Deal with it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Animation Station and Cynical Saiyan 77. And, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, of all time. Yes, the sequels aren't nearly as good. But, dang it, I love this series. For many, many reasons. I love its concept. I love the way it tried to take the actual ride in Disneyland and take it to a whole other level, kind of like what they tried to do with Haunted Mansion, except it wasn't a pile of crap. I love Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. I love Jeffrey Rush as Captain Barbossa. I love the Black Pearl. I love the whole mythology behind it. I love the dark, sick, twisted humor. I love the slapstick. I love the sword fights. I love the directing from Gore Verbinski. I love the script, as goofy as it is. Like, this is a movie everyone expected to bomb, but it's instead become probably one of Disney's greatest franchises, and one of their highest profiting franchises at that. Yes, it did technically get worse with every sequel, but my goodness, you cannot understate how much the first movie did. It was one of Disney's first ever films to go PG-13. And it was one of the more adult films from back then. Because up to that point, they didn't want to go any further than a PG. So this was the big movie that was the big PG-13 rating, and people expected it to blow. Instead, it turned into a childhood classic, and a Disney classic at that. And I know I give Disney a very hard time on mainly Animation Station, but when they do things right, they do things right. And this is one of those examples. It is a classic movie. It is a phenomenal movie. But goofy, a little too long, and a tad too silly. But oh yeah, and the two leads are two literal blocks of wood. Like, that part can't be overstated enough. But like, I love this movie. I love the island of Isla de Muerta. I love the set design. I love the pirate ships. The Black Pearl itself is so freaking cool and well designed, despite its simplicity. I love the final battle in Isla de Muerta. I love seeing the skeleton pirates. I love how the effects actually don't look like total poop. I love how, like, I could literally talk for hours about how much I love this movie, but I mean, it's quiet time, so I can't really just let loose, at least not yet. And also because, I try not to do full-on spoiler reviews unless I think it's a pile of crap you need to avoid, so, yeah. I don't really know what else to say. This is one of Disney's best movies of all time. It is an iconic movie, it is a classic movie, and if you grew up with it, you know exactly why. And for those of you that haven't yet seen it, you need to watch it. It is pretty much the textbook definition of how great you can create a pirate movie. It had dark, twisted humor, great directing, mostly great acting, great characters, great story, decent writing that works well enough of what it is. Lots of great sword fighting, lots of nice choreography, really beautiful shots with like all the moonlight and the skeleton pirates. The effects are quite good. And while it definitely does kind of wants to stretch your disbelief a bit, I mean, it's just good old fun. Like, this is a movie that's fun. It has a dark sense of humor, but it works, and it's really dang good because of it. Again, this is on Animation Station 2, so I'm trying not to curse, but seriously, I can't say this highly enough. You haven't seen this movie yet? Just because of how Disney is now? Don't let that stop you from watching this movie. It is a classic film. Not just for Disney, not just for pirate movies, but for live action movies, period. I mean, who doesn't know Captain Jack Sparrow? Like, this was so popular and was such a huge hit that Disney themselves actually altered the original ride to be more like the movies, not the other way around. That is how masterful this film is. It looked like it was going to blow, and instead it turned into gold. Very pirate gold. Very valuable pirate's treasure. And yes, this love for pirates is probably how I got into SpongeBob, so you have this movie to thank for that too, because I actually saw this way before I even watched SpongeBob, so yeah, I watched some movies when I was a kid that I wasn't supposed to be. But yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl is an easy 9 out of 10. If it weren't for two of the characters and actors being blocks of wood, and a few moments being just a bit too silly, this would be a 10. But this is not said any less enthusiastically. Go out and watch this movie now. Whether you buy the DVD, buy the entire collection on DVD, or you watch it on Disney+. Do whatever you need to do to watch Curse of the Black Pearl. It is a movie that you absolutely must watch. Whether you're a Disney fan, whether you're a fan of pirates as a genre, or you're just an average moviegoer, you need to watch Curse of the Black Pearl. It is one of the greatest movies of all time. Now, I know I'm giving it high praise for a movie I'm giving a 9 and not a 10, but that's pirates for you. Yes, it technically does get worse with every sequel, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't hate any of these movies, so if you expect me to come on here and call any of these trash, sorry, not going to happen. The lowest this series drops for me is okay. And, you guys are probably going to be mad when I talk about At World's End. But, yeah, it's going to do it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to both Animation Station and Cynical Saiyan 77. And stay tuned, as tomorrow we dive even deeper into this pirate adventure and take a look at Dead Man's Chest. I have some thoughts about that one. See you for that review. Until then, take care.